And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is time to roll. SATAL 2021 on Hump Day this fine Wednesday morning, afternoon, or evening. How is everyone doing today? I am great. I am fan-freaking-tastic after I get this stuff dialed in. Eating some cheese. Need that protein to get through these streams. Moltar's too old-fashioned for that? For what? For what? Imagine Moltar Rick-rolling us after timer ends. Dude, Rick-rolling is awesome, but that's too much effort. That's way too much effort for me to put in here. So there was some talk about mixing and stuff of the different leagues. There will be no mixing. I think the confusion comes when I was talking about relegation. Relegation. Let's turn this down a little bit. Relegation is going to take place after everything ends for SATAL and the championship tourney. All that stuff ends. So then teams are going to get moved around for the next coming season to fight in a division or a league that is going to be better suited towards their balance and towards their capabilities, if you will. So that is going to take place at the very end. There's no moving around league to league in this right now. So you're not going to, at the end of the league, before we go to the tournament, you're not going to jump from one league to another. It's just not going to happen. So if we had a 6v6 2-1, someone would have to scrape Moltar off the mic. Dude, it's exhausting. It's tough. I don't do this for very long, but ma'am, it wears you out. Like when you cast for like an hour, it's rough. So then when you do it for multiple matches in a row, I'm dead. Like you guys can probably tell that when I run out of energy by the end of streams and stuff, it's to get amped in things all the time and keep that energy flowing. It's hard. It is very hard. So I got to eat my cheese to keep my protein and my energy up so I don't end up dying. Oh, caffeine is always good. But today's matchup, Grim Reapers taking on Task Force 81, and the mission location is going to be, where is this mission location? It looks like Tbilisi against Mozdok. So this is one we don't usually see. Mountains are going to be a factor. Again here, what's your local time? My local time, I am... What am I, -5 Zulu? I think. What time is it Zulu right now? 1700. So it's 11 o'clock here. 1700 puts you at 3. No, 5. So I'm -6. I'm -6 right here. I think. Who knows if I'm right or wrong. -6. Yeah, Buddha Lee's got it right. It's -6. Morning quiz. It is still morning for me. I was working on some calibrations on some of my other screens because I am a visual whore. But I am -6. I forgot to change the times after daylight savings time on Monday, or over the weekend. On Monday, everybody thought we were going to go at 10, and I'm like, hell no, I got things I got to do. I can't do that. So I had to move everything to 1700 Zulu to make sure that everybody was on the same page. But all right, we're ready to rock and roll. Grim Reapers taking on Task Force 8, Tactical Fighter Squadron 81 in this Diamond League 4v4. Mainly 16s. I saw at least one 18. Let's jump into the Super Cup. When we get back, Mozdok against Tbilisi, Grim Reapers against TFS 81. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Currently looking at Grim Reapers. Take a quick look at Tactical Fighter Squadron 81 as the camera loads. There we go. So everybody's liveries should be working. That was the delay as I was going through, copying all the liveries. Guys, I have, for each one of these cameras, is 60 gigs of mother trucking liveries. 60 gigs of just aircraft liveries. I have 3 cameras, which means I have to have 180 gigs of liveries just so you guys can see them. That's a lot. Who's flying today? Grim Reapers, Bear, Sean, Squirtle, and Penguin. 316s, 118. And then for Tactical Fighter Squadron, we got Phantom Eagle, Austin, Julia, and Colonel Ebby. So 316s and 118 per side. Both are flying symmetrical, meaning both teams are taking the same type of aircraft. So that is what is coming in for today. That last camera's got to load up. Seems bigger than necessary, bro. Who cares about liveries? Well, the teams do. Seems bigger than necessary. Well, when you've got like a bajillion different liveries for 40 different teams, plus every pilot, some of them have different liveries and all of this stuff. It's just, it adds up. It adds up really fast. Just in F-16 liveries. Just in F-16s, there are 30 gigs. Just in F-16s. Let's bring up the overlay here. All right. So, who is taking what? Squirtle has 4 AIM-7s. Why does Squirtle have AIM-7s? What is this? Why? What is this nonsense? 4 AIM-7s? I don't even know what to say about this. This is, well, we'll have to see what happens. We will have to see what happens. So we've got 4 AIM-7s for him. And then on Colonel Ebby's, we've got 8. Sorry, not 8. 10 AMRAMs. So the AMRAM bus against Mr. Tactical. And I'm calling him Mr. Tactical because he's got to go 4 semi-actives. He can't unsupport those missiles. They are full support all the way to the target. So Mr. Tactical support in Squirtle, and then Mr. AMRAM bus, the missile launcher himself, Colonel Ebby, coming in here for Tactical Fighter Squadron 81. Bear, there better be a good reason for this. Like, why? Why? Why would you take this poop shoot of a missile into a fight? Like, what is the reason for this? Mutual support? Check Bear's loadout. Well, the F-16 can't take AIM-120s. So what is Bear taking? Oh, Julia flipped over to an F-18. Penguin's got, okay, so we've got AIM-9s coming in this fight. So we've got 4 120s and 2 AIM-9s on Penguin and Sean. And then Tbilisi is going to be for Grim Reapers. For Bear and for Squirtle, Bear, what is this? 4 AIM-9s and 2 120s. I want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably a perfect example of how little confidence teams have in the current 120. This is not me dogging on ED. I am very happy that they are making changes. It is all a process. But given that this is a competitive play, where the 120 sits right now, teams don't like it, so they're taking the AIM-9. Stuck says, now we're just getting weird. Dude, this is getting strange. This is getting really strange. I mean, what is this? 4 AIM-9s on Bear's jet. And then I did see a second 18. So Julie was taxing in the 18s. We've got 2 18s and 2 16s now for Tactical Fighter Squadron 81. And Julie is going to be a late departure for Tactical Fighter Squadron 81. And they are taking 6 AMRAAMs and 6 AIM-9s. So instead of being the AMRAAM bus, they're a mixture. They still have 12 missiles on their jet, but it's 6 and 6 instead of 10 and 2. This is just bizarre. This is just a really weird fight and how this is developing. I'm really interested to see how this continues to play out and if it's going to do anything for anyone involved. Are the AIM-9s going to play a role? I don't know. This is just really out there as far as what we've seen from teams historically over the past several matches. I mean, I think we may have seen 1 or 2 AIM-9s coming on the F-16s, and in this one, every F-16 is carrying at least 2, and Bear is carrying 4. 4 AIM-9s. 2 120s. Nobody does that. Well, I can't say nobody, because Bear does that. I mean, look at this Chad. Look at this mofo over here coming out of Tbilisi saying, I don't need active missiles. Well, he does. He's got 2 of them. But I am perfectly happy taking 4 heaters into a fight, asserting my complete and utter dominance over my opposition. At least this is what his mindset is going into this fight. And then turning around and going cold. He wants to be aggressive. Bear wants to get into their face and sling those IR-guided AIM-9s at his opponent. Now, these AIM-9s, we'll go back here so you guys can see the overall view. These AIM-9s are not, for anybody that's not familiar with air combat, modern air combat, they are not a long-range missile. They are a close-range missile. Sometimes you can get lucky at the sneaky stealth AIM-9 on a contact that's flying at you, flinging at you at like 1,000 knots or something crazy over Mach 1 at high altitude. You can get lucky at like 8 miles if they don't maneuver. If they even fart in that missile's direction, it's gonna miss. So this missile on a tail chase contact will be lucky to hit somebody at 2 miles. Really, you want to be 1 mile or less for the AIM-9 to be successful. And reminder, these are the Mike variant. These are not the X. These are not X-ray. These are the M, which means they turn, in comparison to the X, like a mother trucking Freightliner. They don't turn for crap. I could possibly say the AIM-120 turns better than the AIM-9M. So the fact that Bear is taking 4 of them is crazy. It is crazy that he has taken 4 of them. And then you got Julia, who's got 6. We'll have to see. We're going to have to see how this goes. Oh, and let's not forget, I totally forgot until we moved the camera over, Squirtle's got 4 AIM-7s. Why? Why? I don't understand. What is the reasoning behind this? I mean, maybe they are so aggressive that Squirtle wants to have a missile that he can launch into a merge. And guys, the radar can still pick up and move over to a friendly contact. Do not forget that, okay? The missile, things can still go wrong with a semi-active guided missile. And Squirtle dropped the tank, yeah. It's good that he remembers. Julia still have their tank on? Yeah, they do. So Julia still has their tank on. AIM-120, off from Penguin's 2-ship. Penguin is flying with Sean. Colonel Ebby launches a 120. Lead F-18 for Colonel Ebby. Much higher, 31,000 feet. Penguin and Sean sitting a little bit lower, 13 and 11,000 feet. I don't anticipate
either of these missiles as they cross paths here to be effective in any way, shape, or form. And I just saw Julia drop their tank. Here's the 120 coming from the southern team, which is going to be Sean and Penguin. That's Grim Reapers. So this one is tracking on Colonel Ebby. Let's move over and take a look at Ebby and see if anything is going to happen here. Ebby is now defending, getting low. AMRAAM bus is Ebby, and the 120 goes into the ground. Ninja Squirrel fodder for that one. So nobody wanting to get in the fight. I don't blame TFS 81 for that. Reminder, they've got Julia way back here, who was a late departure out of Mozdok. So late departure out of Mozdok was Julia. I don't blame TFS 81 for not being hugely aggressive. They are going to want to wait for Julia to catch up. Now, Colonel Ebby burned through quite a bit of fuel. Colonel Ebby has. Here's Colonel Ebby coming. He defended that 120 launched by Penguin and Sean. Coming up now after defeating that missile south of Nelchek over the foothills here. We've got a missile from Colonel Ebby, a missile from Phantom Eagle, and those missiles are coming towards the two ship of Squirtle and Bear, and then one is going up towards, looks like onto Penguin. So let's grab both of those and see if they are going to do anything here. Here is one of them, and then we're going to grab the other one, which is going to be towards the middle of this formation, putting them on split screen. Here they are, and they are both going to go into the ground. Not tracking. Great job being defended by everyone involved so far. Phantom Eagle now trying to line aside a couple missiles that came off of Bear and Squirtle's aircraft. Did Bear launch both of those 120s? Is he down to AIM-9s only? No, he's launched one. So Bear launched one of those, the other one having come off of Squirtle's aircraft. And Sean and Penguin now trying to get at the end around on Phantom Eagle as Colonel Ebby breaks away and starts to egress away from the fight. Now we've got a missile coming off from Austin in his F-16, Mach .9. Penguin launches an AIM-120 at Austin, so here's that 120. The other one we're going to look at, I think it's on Austin, so we'll look at this. So missile coming on Austin, not tracking. Austin dropping some chaff. He may not realize that missile's trash, but he is trying to run away, and he is with his wingman of Colonel Ebby, so those missiles are not, well, actually, this missile is still trying to come around the corner, so it is still going to be painting his aircraft with that onboard radar. Now, Bear trying to run down Phantom Eagle, so let's flip over and take a look at that. He is a man on a mission here, trying to come down on Phantom Eagle. Phantom Eagle is 5.5 miles ahead of him. He's got 120 and 4 AIM-9s. 4 AIM-9s on this guy. And Phantom Eagle is making a no-no, possibly recommitting in the face of Bear. Recommitting in the face of Bear. Padlock on both these guys. Phantom Eagle is not going to get radar warnings in this case. He's recommitting right in the face of GR's Bear. Off goes, what was that? AIM-9, and he's going to have no idea. Turning, goodbye, goes Phantom Eagle. Chad mode Bear, engage. So Bear with the sneaky AIM-9 on the recommitting contact. Had no missile warning. He may have very well turned his radar off. Schmammers Phantom Eagle right in the face. And now we're picking up with Colonel Ebby up here to the north. We're going to move down and take a look at Julia, who's now got a 120 coming on them. And I'm saying them because I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but 120 coming in onto Julia. Looks like it's line of sighted, and that missile actually looks like it's coming in onto Austin. Austin's dragging it, so here is Austin as they drag that 120 launch from Squirtle. And then Colonel Ebby just launched a 120, and that one is headed down towards Penguin. So the ones to watch are going to be Colonel Ebby and Squirtle, and that's exactly where we're going to pick up. Squirtle on the left, Colonel Ebby on the right. 120 coming off from close range onto Colonel Ebby. Nothing coming off of Ebby onto Squirtle, so we're going to focus on to Colonel. Oh no! The G-Lock gremlins have reached out, and Colonel Ebby has ripped a wing off. Bear now finds himself up to the north with Austin. TFS 81 is going to have 2 pilots remaining, Austin and Julia. Bear now head on with Austin. Another AIM-9. Is it going to be a second assertion of dominance? Why, yes it is. Bear pummels Austin with the AIM-9, which means Julia, the late departure, is the only one left for TFS 81. And here they are in the F-18, and they've got 6 AIM-9s left on their jet. 6 AIM-9s. Penguin merged with Julia. Going on the split screen, we can see Penguin locked onto Julia. Julia has no idea that Penguin's behind them. AIM-9 off from Penguin. Is it tracking? No, it did not track. Second AIM-9, another AIM-7, and that doesn't track, but this AIM-9 looks like it's gonna make it, and it just makes it over the hill, and Julia gets taken down. Utter conquest being showcased here by Grim Reapers, and the AIM-9s came out to play. I think every one of those kills, with the exception of Colonel Ebby ripping their wings off, was an AIM-9. How crazy of a round is that? Every kill in this round was with an AIM-9. Every single one. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Ever. 3 AIM-9 kills and 1 G-Lock. That is, man. What a boss cheese. Very possible. With how the AIM-9s worked in this round, that's definitely possible. Elrex says Niners for the win. That's what it looked like. So let's take a look at the TAC view, see how this went down. Here we go. So TFS 81 from the get-go doesn't want to be very aggressive. We're not back in far enough. So this is where Phantom, let's back up a little bit further. This is the non-aggression. So Austin, Phantom Eagle, and Ebby, nobody wants to be very aggressive. Phantom Eagle, though, decides he's got something to do. I don't know where he's going. He is at Mach 1.5. So maybe he feels like his speed allows him to be more aggressive. A lot of times it does. But when he defends here, he bleeds all of his energy. All of it goes away. And Bear and Squirtle here force him to break away. He dumps half a Mach in this defensive turn. Now he's down to Mach 1, right about the same speed as Bear. And his downfall here was the recommits on an already hot contact. Now, Bear here could have turned off his radar. I don't know if he did or not. I'm not sure. He very well could have. But Phantom makes this bank turn right in front of Bear, and it vastly increases the closure rate. So they're flying about the same speed. Phantom Eagle is actually 0.05 Mach faster than Bear. But when he makes this turn, the closure rate exponentially increases, takes his RWR out of the equation, and if he's not looking out of his cockpit to find Bear, he's going to have no idea this AIM-9 is launched. And there it goes. Smacks Phantom Eagle right in the face. We all know the unseen, unwanted facial is the absolute worst. And Phantom Eagle is on the receiving end of one. So Bear gets the first kill, the first notch on the belt. We continue on here. Next one is Colonel Ebby having to defend Squirtle's AIM-120, and Julia just flies right by, low in the mountains. So mountains are playing a factor here, guys. Not showing up on AWACS. Julia's able to just fly by on Penguin, and Colonel Ebby rips the wings off. Too heavy, goes Mach 8 Gs, and say bye-bye to the wings when you do that in the Hornet now. So we're down to 2v4. Bear commits in onto Austin, low to high shot, using the terrain. Probably saw him for a glimpse on Datalink or on the PPLI. It's probably from Penguin back here. If he's matched from AWACS, Austin, not a chance in hell unless he sees this AIM-9 come off. He gets domed, and then we're down to the merge of Julia and Penguin. Squirtle launches an aim 7. Aim 9, that aim 9's actually lucky it didn't pick up Penguin there. But aim 7 doesn't track. That's how awful the aim 7 here is. Another aim 7, aim 9. So lots of missiles. Both the Squirtles, second and third missile get line of sighted, but Penguin's got a good enough shot. It makes it right over the hill. And I think if Julia was a little bit faster and a little bit more aggressive, could have line of sighted everything, made a left-hand turn here, come around, and possibly flank the 3-ship. They had enough missiles. They had enough weapons on their aircraft to be able to make that possible, but the aim 9 found them coming over the hill. And that brings us to the end of round 1. Stick around, more SATAL Grim Reapers against Tactical Fighter Squadron 81 action coming at you. Grim Reapers are... Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round 2, Grim Reapers against Tactical Fighter Squadron 81. GR is up 1-0. After a catastrophic opening round from TFS 81, Colonel Ebby ripped their wings off, unblemished for Grim Reapers. Aim 9s did serious work in this round. Just like absolute domination there in round 1. Every kill, with the exception of Ebby for having ripped their wings off, every kill, all 3 others, were aim 9s. These guys are taxiing. They have switched sides, which means GR is going to come out of Mozdok. TFS 81 is going to come out of Tbilisi. So will they be able to change their fortunes? Will they be able to do something about it? Looks like Grim Reapers and the rest of the GR boys are again taking aim 9s. Most of the people for TFS 81 are taking 120s. Julia back there again looks like looking over the shoulder of Austin's got 6 aim 9s and 6 120s. Colonel Ebby's got the 10 120s. And I don't see, there's Banana, 6 120s. So 6 and 10 120s, and then 6 aim 9s for Julia and 2 for Ebby. Let's bring up the overlay so you guys can get an idea on missile count. We are still working on getting this corrected, if you will, so that everybody will show in a little bit smaller sense. We can get the overlay a little bit smaller. We're going to condense the missiles on the outside so it doesn't take up quite as much room. And we can make the overall overlay smaller. Still don't get it, actually. They had a lot of problems or something. A lot of problems with what? Whiskey Tango says, yeah, they had a plan getting dirty for the body blows. That's what it seemed like. That's what it definitely seemed like. And now I've got a takeoff from GR's Bear. The 4 aim 9 Chadman is the last departure for GR. Squirtle, Sean, and Penguin are up in front of him. He may actually fly by Squirtle here. He was flying with Squirtle in the last round. Squirtle was his wingman. So we'll see if that's the same here. Just got in from work. Who's in the lead? GR is up 1-0 over TFS 81. TFS 81, meanwhile, looks like they're still taxiing. I can see Ebby and Julia back there in the 18s. The 2 16s, Banana and Austin, are up here in the front. I feel like the F-16 kind of sounds funny. Latest Echo 19 update sounds kind of weird. Like the front sound is bleeding into the back. Doesn't that sound kind of funny? Should just be engine noise, not this. I don't know what that noise is. And then if we move over and take a look at the 18 of Squirtle, that sounds a lot better. You just have the engine noise behind. You don't have that like wind howl. Just sounds better, more balanced. The F-16's doing something kind of funky, really funky. There's Bear over the shoulder, rejoining with Squirtle, 18 and 16. Still the 4 aim 7s. What is this? Maybe your volume to Twitch is a touch low. What's this background music? What is this? This is the Black Shark 2 theme. No, this is Heat Blur's Zone 5. So all the music that you guys hear on the stream is flight sim music, mainly from Heat Blur and ED. Some of them are like Jane's, some of them are MiG-29, stuff like that. So it's all flight sim-esque, because I thought that was important. These guys have reverse sides. TFS 81 out of Tbilisi, GR out of Mozdok, and GR right now is up 1-0 here coming into round 2, as these guys are about to come to blows over Bullseye, over the mountain ranges separating Russia and Georgia. Does TFS 81 have it in them to rectify the situation and send us to round 3? We all like our round 3s. I hope they do it. Because round 3 just means more DCS virtual action. That is what is important here. More DCS virtual action, which round 3s provide. They've got an uphill fight. They got dismantled in round 1. All aim 9s, they even dismantled themselves, ripping their own wing off. Self-demantalization is something you do not want to do when you are flying in a jet. Taking yourself apart is not advisable. It will result virtually every time in you losing a controlled state of your aircraft and more than likely contributing to the unsurmountable KD of the ground. Because let's face it, the ground is always the one that finishes you off. Always. You get shot by a missile, into the ground you go. You over-G, into the ground you go. You black out, into the ground you go. Just totally unfair. Ground, please nerf. Just cheat codes. He's hacking, exploits, everything. He's got it all. The ground. Undefeated, undisputed champion of the world. My 2-year-old is finally starting to figure that out. You fall on the ground, it's gonna hurt. WAG's updated the ground perimeters. Seems like it. And sometimes when you lag, you can go into the ground, right? You can teleport through the ground, but in the end, ground is always waiting to reach out with its cold embrace and give you that longing hug that you've always so desperately wanted. If you fall, I will catch you. Ground. Yes! We need a t-shirt. We need a t-shirt for many things. If you fall, that was a great one. I love that, Raptor Dad. That is a good one. So Penguin leading the way for GR. Here's Penguin and his F-16. Yeah, the F-16 just sounds kind of weird. That's just bizarre. Doesn't sound right. 120 out from Penguin. A little bit of lob coming from that. He immediately starts to dive. 450 knots, 37,000 feet. And there is something wrong with the 120. Engines just do not sound correct. I'll have to talk to Echo 19 about that one. This is a demo build for them, so I use it. You guys get to hear it. They're awesome. They are awesome. But 120 now out from Austin. Here in the center. And that is not attack music. So Austin launched that 120. It's going to be coming up towards Penguin and Sean. 120. This one's going to be coming in onto Banana. Banana Nana. A Is he going to be able to get away from it? Where is Banana? How fast is Banana moving? So Banana, 620 knots, going to split screen here. Pulling up at the last second, down low, 630, pull. Oh, in a tree! You know, the trees along with the ground. Sometimes the trees just reach out and grab you. Just out of nowhere, boom, tree branch. Didn't even see it, comes out, shoves itself through your intake, and it ramrods you, and it throws you into the ground. So, trees with the ground, best wingman combination you could ever have. Ever. But Banana gets peeled by a tree. And you will get peeled very easily, even when you're in a jet, by a tree. It's just gonna happen. Just gonna happen. Lots of 120s coming out from TFS 81. Penguin launches another one that may have been from Squirtle. That's gonna be onto the lead jet of Austin down here. So Austin is here in his F-16 trying to defend the 120. I think it lost lock. It actually may be on Julia, who's gonna be back behind, so we'll give you both. Julia's back here. Here's Austin and Julia. Julia does not look like they're defending either. Missiles now diving, so it's going to be coming down onto Julia. Leave Julia up there. Austin launched a missile onto Penguin, who was the furthest south contact for GR, but Austin's the one that's got to be a little bit worried about the current situation because he's dragging a 120, 2.5 miles behind him. Not going to... Oh, wow! That tree got a little bit close. Just saw Julia. Wow! What is going on? Why you launched so many things into the ground? That could not have been intentional. You launched all kinds of things. All of your AIM-9s came off of your jet into the ground. Just so mad that the ground took down Banana. It's like, here, take this, and this, and this, and this. But you're just hitting the steel-barreled chested combatant that you're in the ring with. Unaffected is the ground. Just unfazed is he. But Julia trying to do something there. Moving over and taking a look at Bear as Bear flies over the mountaintops now in a head-on incursion with Julia and Colonel Ebby now coming in to back up Julia from the south. We're going to look at this exchange between these two. I'm actually going to put Colonel Ebby on the third one. There we go. So here we got Julia, Colonel Ebby, and Bear. Bear now merged with Julia. Better get rid of those tanks. Julia reverses. Do not do that. No, AIM-9. But it doesn't track. Julia gets so lucky that did not track. Now in the scissors with Bear. Bear needs to go up, stay in burner, and get rid of the tanks. Julia, having reversed their fortunes, comes in. Possible gunshot. No, not able to make it. Colonel Ebby now coming in from the south. Coming in from the south, and Julia is very slow, launches an AIM-9. That goes into the ground as Bear line of sights it. Julia's at 190 knots, massive arrow, trying to make it up over the hill. Missile coming up, Bear! Bear goes down to the AIM-9 from Colonel Ebby. Great shot. Now we've got a missile coming from Penguin. Here is that missile coming in on the Penguin. It goes into the ground. And then Colonel Ebby is scot-free. Julia trying to make the end around on the Penguin. Oh, what happened? No, Colonel Ebby for a second time has ripped their wings off. No. So just as TFS 81 gets it back even, Colonel Ebby takes himself out. So now we got the 2v2, Sean and Squirtle. Wait, Penguin went down. So Penguin just died. Austin just took down Penguin. All right, so now we got the 2v2 Squirtle and Austin coming head-to-head. Squirtle coming down from altitude onto Austin. AIM-7, what is this? Look at how bad that missile is. AIM-9. Don't even bother. with the AIM-7s, ladies and gentlemen. Squirtle drives him into the ground. Great shot there by Squirtle. And Austin can't do it. Goes into the weeds. That's unfortunate. But now we got Julia. And Julia, once again, only one left. Only one left for TFS 81. TFS 81 had it going. They had it going. But too many times did they cause self-inflicted wounds. And Julia, 3 miles away from Sean, doesn't see Sean, right on your nose. You don't have any missiles left. This is so sad. Julia, perfect opportunity, possible for a double kill. 3 miles ahead of you is Sean. 5 miles ahead of you is Squirtle. You could have put AIM 120s on both of them. Squirtle would have had to go defensive, close the distance, launch another one. Boom, double kill. TFS 81 win. But instead, she got mad, or they got mad at the ground and decided to launch all of their actives into the ground. Now forced to run them down, and Julia has a lot of fuel, but not in gate. Sean thinking about recommitting over the mountaintop. I don't think Julia sees him. Well, maybe now. Coming up, nose on to Sean, 2.5 miles away. Sean's probably going to call out, I got a nail close from Julia, and we may see Squirtle recommitting. Julia trying to close the distance. Sean is in an F-16, so he's going to have more power than Julia is. Currently at Mach 1, Julia at Mach 0.85. Squirtle now coming around the bank turn. See it, Sean there, 3.5 miles away. And Squirtle's going to come in from altitude. AIM-7s on board. I don't think there's any 120s left, but 4 AIM-7s. Are we going to see an AIM-7 kill here, baby? 2.7 miles away. Squirtle driving, closing the distance. From altitude, like the bird of prey that we all know turtles so want to be. AIM-7 out onto Julia. It's coming. It's coming. Slowly but surely. Point 2, point 1. AIM-7 kill for the win. Yes! So the AIM-7 kill, something we never see, closes out the match. Wow. AIM-7 in post-game conference. Y'all, I need Roundabout, that is great. That is great. Let's take a look at the TAC view and see what actually happened. What a crazy match this was. What a crazy match. Gets started with Banana defending the incoming 120. Defends late. Mach 1.1. Dives. May have blacked out. Goes into the ground. Banana's the first kill. Then Colonel Ebby able to come in and save Julia from Bear. Julia merges. Gets very lucky on the AIM-9 launch. I think what ended up happening here is Bear cashed everything in. Bear cashed it all in trying to pull for this AIM-9 launch. Should have waited, kept the energy state gone up to increase his turn radius, come down, stayed behind Julia, and then taken the M7 shot. But I think he got a little bit anxious and tried to launch it there. Julia was then able to use the alpha advantage of the F-18 and reverse it. Bear then on the defensive has to run, which gives Colonel Ebby the opportunity to come in and slam a 120 into the side of Bear's jet. Then Penguin launches on Colonel Ebby, and as soon as Colonel Ebby declares himself a victor, he takes himself out and self-imposed seppuku. I don't know what he was sad about or thought he did wrong, but takes himself out of the fight. Penguin getting the supposed kill from there. Then Penguin gets immediately taken down by Austin. Now we're down to a 2v2. Austin head-on with Squirtle. It's really not head-on, it's high to low. Squirtle launches a couple things they don't track. The aim 9 finally gets the job done after the terrible aim 7. Tries, but doesn't work. He breaks away and Sean breaks away. This is the chance Julia has. But Julia has no weapons left. None. Perfect opportunity for a double kill here. But without missiles, ranged kills become very difficult. Because I don't know if you know this, but 20 mil from your gun only flies so far. And when it gets to be a certain distance, it becomes nigh ineffective. Totally worthless at distance. But Julia tries to run him down. If I were them, I would have tried to keep my radar off. But Sean recommits, gets the nail. Then Squirtle recommits. Probably good communication here. Squirtle tells Sean to keep breaking out. Squirtle comes in from 20,000 feet, drags Juliet right across Squirtle's nose. And the showcase, a complete and utter dominance, is right here with the aim 7. Only one aim 7. It's like Squirtle knew. He put all of his faith in that aim 7. And that aim 7 just said, I got this, bro. Fist bumps were had, Squirtle launched, and the aim 7 found its mark. What a round, what a matchup by these two teams. And that's all we got for today. So guys, today's match, Grim Reaper against Tactical Fighter Squadron goes to GR 2-0. Tomorrow, Toro Squadron against Task Force Trident, Gold League 6v6. Haven't had 6v6 in a few days. And then back to 4v4, I think, in Silver League, Cobra Squadron. I've got it listed as LAO, but I don't think they flew against LAO because LAO dropped. So it's against somebody else. So I have 2 matches tomorrow, starting at 1600 Zulu, Gold League 6v6, and Silver League 4v4. Be ready for it. I'm going to be ready for it. Love to see all you guys back here on the stream. If you guys haven't followed us on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, make sure you do so. If you've got a Prime sub, it is free if you've linked your Amazon Prime with Twitch. Make sure you don't forget to utilize it on this channel or another channel. It does not automatically renew. You have to use it every month. But that's all we got. So guys, until next time, tomorrow, 1700 Zulu, stay safe in those virtual skies. Oh! I always forget this. I got to remember to do this. Boop. Nope, hold on. I got to get something real quick. Where is it? I think it's here. There it is. Alpha Whiskey made us stats, so I just got to remember to do these stats. I always forget. So I'm going to try and do better on it to do these stats. But there we go. So stats are up. Stats currently overstressed airframe 3-0. MVP overstressed airframe. And that was really just unfortunate on TFS 81. Having so many self-inflicted kills. There were 4 of them. 4 of them. The ground and 3 G limits ripping the wings off. Then Bear 2-1, Squirtle 1-0. That was just really unfortunate. And TFS 81 very well could have easily sent us to round 3 if they didn't have those self-inflicted wounds and keep shooting themselves in the foot. So TFS 81 well on the road to getting much, much better. Great job by them. Congratulations to GR for taking this one. But guys, let me go back to where I was. If you guys haven't followed us on any of our social media, be sure to do so. We'll be back tomorrow, 1700 Zulu on that awesome Thursday with a doubleheader, hopefully, at 1700 Zulu. Until next time, fly safe in those virtual skies, and I'll see you guys later. Have a